So the first card you have for your past is the Four of Wands. So this is a beautiful card, fantastic, obviously, you know, I love seeing this card. So yeah, I think you're about to go through something. I think this was something quite major in your life, something very positive. It was a positive change, and I think you knew this was coming up for you. Yeah, you've been manifesting this or trying to manifest this for a long, long time. I think you had to get past something first, some kind of, roadblock. It's something quite stressful. And I think you knew it might take you some time to kind of get through whatever this problem was. And the thing you're trying to manifest, maybe it seemed a little bit far away from you. I think you knew it was there, but there's this kind of slightly out of reach feeling around this. That's what I'm seeing. So, I'm just looking at these two women on the other side of this canopy, and it looks as if they're waving to us. They're saying to us, come through, we want you to come through. We're waving, we're welcoming you. And, I think, we're still far away from those women. We're not there yet. And that's how you kind of felt. You're still a bit far away from what you wanted. If it seems far away from you, this thing, I think it will come. And I'm telling you it will. You just need to get over that roadblock. I actually think this roadblock might be a person. I don't think they're kind of discouraging you. It's not like you've got someone next to you saying, don't do this, don't do that. It's not that, but they're still in the way in some way, this person. I actually think they might be taking up a lot of your energy, a lot of your headspace. I'm getting this kind of being taken over feeling. And that's what's in the way of you getting to where you want to go. And, no matter how long this takes, I think it's still going to be there for you, this thing you're trying to get through, or to, I should say. So don't feel anxious about this kind of going away or you missing out on this thing, because I think it is there for you. It's just taking time for some reason. There's a stressful reason why that is, and I think it might be around a person. But you are going to get through this, and the thing that you want is still going to be there at the end. That's what I'm seeing. So don't stress about that, if that's what you're doing. So the next card you have your past is the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you just wanted to get on with this. You just wanted to do this. You just wanted to go through the gates I'm seeing here in the Four of Wands and just go through and do what you had to do. But you couldn't do this. And there's a lot of frustration around this, a lot actually. Now again, it's going to happen, it definitely will. Okay, I don't know if you have an ex around you, or if this is someone who you're just at the end of a relationship with. It might be that, just on the tail end with someone. I'm just getting this really big feeling that, there's someone who still has some passion for you actually, but you don't have that passion for them. That's what I'm getting. So, I think you used to have passion for them, but maybe their behavior might have made you lose this passion. It's hard to feel passion for someone who's not treating you properly. Maybe that's what happened. I'm not sure if you've already broken up with them, but the energy and the feeling I'm getting around this is that there's still a lot of negative energy around you. It's almost gone. That's why I keep on thinking this might be an ex or a recent ex, or it might be that you're just right on the end of a relationship. But yeah, they were still around your energy. They were still inside your mind, all inside your emotions. And you were doing things, you were getting on with your life and everything else. Maybe you weren't doing things as efficiently as you used to because of this person. And I don't know if you're even physically around them anymore. You might not have been, but their presence was around you in some way. I hope that makes sense. And I think logically that to be able to do whatever this thing is, you're going to have to get this person out of your energy, out of your mind, out of your emotions. And And I think mentally and emotionally, you're probably still having a difficult time trying to catch up with what your mind's telling you to do. So again, if this is all making sense to you, don't lose hope. You are going to be able to get to this manifestation, I'm trying to say. You are going to get there. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So you've got this thing you want. It's up there. You can't get to it. It's like you can poke your head around the side. You can see it there. You're kind of trying to jump the fence and get over. You can't get to it because this person's in the way. Eventually you will get to it. That's what I'm seeing. Manifestation. I can say that. So the last card you have, you passed, is the King of Cups. Yeah, look at this. So yeah, because of this person's behavior, the passion died. Went away. Look at this ship on the right hand side of this king. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can just see it there. So yeah, it's on the right hand side. Red obviously represents passion, and the ship's obviously sailing away. So the passion was flying away, sailing away. So I'm getting this feeling that you're trying to isolate yourself from this person, from this ex, or whoever this is. You're trying to stay away from them because you don't want your emotions to take over. It's like your mind knows they're not a great person to have around you, but your emotions still feel what they feel. You can't talk to your emotions and tell them what to do. I wish you could. You just have to wait until they're over whatever they need to be over. If it's heartbreak, if it's disappointment or whatever, you've just got to wait it out. But yeah, I think you're trying to isolate yourself like this king, but your emotions are probably still going up and down all around you because, that's what's around this king, this big wavy sea that's going up and down. It's all around this king. And if this is resonating, I think this is probably why this thing or this situation that you're trying to manifest isn't right in front of you right now, because, it's a great thing. It's a positive thing. There's nothing wrong with this thing. But you also have to be mentally strong to have this or to do whatever this is. And you're not quite there yet. That's what I'm seeing. You will be, but you're not there yet. I know this is going to sound really frustrating to you, but I think, it's just a matter of waiting for these negative energies to clear away, and then your time will come. So just wait it out if you can. So the first card you have for your future is the King of Pentacles. This is really interesting. When you get this card as a Taurus, it's all about mastering yourself. If you look at this king here, there are balls all over this card, and they're on his throne. There's one under his foot, actually. It's a bit difficult to see because this is a really busy card. But the message here is you're going to have to master yourself and master your emotions to be able to get this thing. You'll need to be in your best state of mind, mentally and emotionally, and so that you can manage whatever this is. Now, this is the King of Pentacles, so it might be money. And what comes into my mind, I'm not saying, oh, you're going to win the lottery, but this is just coming into my mind. People who win the lottery and they're not mentally ready lose it as quickly as they win it. So, there is money in this. It's the King of Pentacles. So whatever this is probably money related, and it's waiting until you're emotionally ready to accept this. That's what I'm saying. I know that sounds so frustrating. You're probably saying to yourself, I'm ready now, I'm ready now. Okay, but the universe knows that you're not quite ready. Now, I'm not saying you have to be this great big mean person who doesn't show any emotions. I am saying you have to keep your emotions under more control, and get them to a kind of a calmer state. But I'm not saying you have to be this mean person who doesn't care about anyone. It's not about other people. This is about you managing your emotions for yourself, for your own benefit. Now, I think even though you're going through this, you still manage to stay on top of your work and everything else you've had to do. You're well organized, and you just keep going. You're that kind of person. You're a tough person, you're a strong person, and you've been through a lot, actually, and you've been through that, and you're going to get through this as well. That. But yeah, this big thing you want still out there, it's still waiting. it sounds like I'm blaming you and saying, oh, it's because you're not taking care of your emotions. I'm not saying that at all. Because really the only thing you can do to manage your emotions is to, stay away from the source of your hurt, which I think you're already doing. And, just give yourself that time, that space. Just take care of yourself as well. That's all you can do. And, I feel as if I have to keep on saying this to you because I think you're still kind of worried about this. What you want is still going to be there when you've gotten through this. It's there for you. It's yours. Don't forget that. This is yours. Don't worry. The next card you have your present is the Chariot. Yeah, again, this is all about control, moving forward, getting what you want, and you're going to get this. You're going to get this control of your emotions, and you will get there. So here's another sign showing you that. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is I'm actually seeing a lot of different people around you, specifically family. I'm seeing one main family member, and then I'm seeing some other people kind of around that. I don't think you've told many people about this thing that you want. It is something practical. It is an object or something. It's something material or money related, I think. But I think it represents a lot more to you than that. And I think there are already a few members of your family who sort of raise an eyebrow at some of the things you do and some of the beliefs you have, maybe. And I think this is kind of around that in some way, or has something to do with these beliefs or something like that. And I think maybe some of these people are a little bit traditional in their thinking, and there's nothing wrong with being like that, but I think a few of these people, I'm definitely seeing one person who likes to push their beliefs onto other people, a little bit like this man in this Chariot. He's really serious and he pushes, and maybe this person has an agenda to push and they don't care who's in the way. So I think you're keeping all of this from them. And you're probably keeping this heartbreak and a lot of these other emotional problems from them as well, because you just don't want to get into this with them. And yeah, if this is all resonating, I'm really glad you're doing this, because this is all part of you protecting yourself and taking care of yourself until the worst of this is over. So, yeah, you have these people around you, but you're still guarding yourself like this man. He's sort of in a box. He's protected. So the last card you have for your present is the Seven of Wands. So yeah, I've seen this in your readings a few times actually. It keeps on coming up for you. I remember seeing this. Okay, so yeah, you've got the Chariot above this. That can be about protecting yourself, moving forward. And yeah, this can be about battles. But it's not just about a battle, it's about battling against someone you can't see, because this man's battling against all these wands, but we can't see any of the other people in this card, just the wands. So I think there might be some messages actually coming to you. I think they're going to be texts or emails, some kind of messaging. This is communication that isn't face to face, because there are no faces in this card. And I think some of these texts or messages or whatever might be coming from this ex, actually. Now, don't stress about this. I don't think they're going to be nasty. I don't think they want you back either. It's nothing like that. They might just have a question. It might be something very simple. But I think this battle, it's not going to be with them. It's going to be inside your head, kind of in between your head and your emotions. Yeah, they shouldn't be contacting you, actually. They have no reason to. I'm saying that because I feel protective of you. I want to protect you. And yeah, this battle's going to be inside your head. So, all through this whole reading, it's talking about the need for you to move on from this emotionally. And so my advice is, if you do get any of these messages from them, unless it's an emergency or something really important, and I can't imagine what that would be, because, they have other people around them anyway, so if they need help, they don't need you. But, unless it's something like that, I'd ignore it, because you really need to be as self-preserving as you can, because the further you are along in this process of healing, the closer you are to what you want. So if you go to pick up the phone, say if the phone rings or there's a message and you go to pick it up and answer, think about your goal. Think of your goal and just think, if I answer this now, if I text, if whatever, if I go backwards with this, then I'm not moving forwards with my goal. So think about that. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the Six of Cups. Yeah, I'm seeing family again here. I think there might actually be some kind of family event, maybe a birthday, something like that coming up, because I'm seeing gifts and a lot of noise and people talking and everything. And you're not going to mind this. I think it's going to be fine. But I don't think any of this noise is going to come from you. I think you're going to be a bit quiet at this event, I think. You're going to be a bit quiet, just keeping to yourself. I'm seeing you avoiding questions. You're not going to be rude or shady or anything like that. You're just going to be quiet and you're just going to be just minding your own business, really. You might even leave early. There's a man on the left-hand side of this card and he's a little bit small. You might not be able to see him, but he's leaving. Now, there's going to be someone who might be a bit of a problem for you. Might be this difficult person in the Chariot card. They might be at this thing, or it might be that you see them somewhere else. They're definitely around you at some time in the future. And you have this kind of, you do have this kind of apprehensive feeling when you see them or think about them, because, they're totally different from you and they're very loud and opinionated and they're outspoken and they're right all the time. Now, if you're worried about this person at this event or anything else happening at this event, it's going to be fine. I'm not seeing any problems there. But I think you might be seeing them at some other time outside of that. And I think that's going to be fine as well. It's not going to be so bad, but you're very apprehensive. And yeah, when I look at this next card, the Knight of Swords, I'm seeing them again in this card. So, they have a really forceful way about them. And, they just say what they have to say. They don't care who's in the way of this. And for them, anything that's different from what they think's right needs to be questioned and argued with. Now, you're probably not going to agree with this, but this is what I'm seeing here. This is something you don't know about them. They're actually quite caring on the inside. You might not realize that, because they say these things, but on the inside, they do care. What their problem is they just have a fear of certain things that are different. Look at how scared this horse is. If you saw this horse and this knight coming toward you, you'd be really frightened. But if you look closer at this horse, he's frightened. So, and that's why people are like this. That's why people are aggressive, because they're actually scared. That's what's doing it. So they're actually a scared person. They're scared of the world. They're scared of things that are different. And if you look really closely behind this horse's eye, there's a little red heart there. So yeah, you might be shaking your head right now and saying, no, there's nothing caring about them at all. But I'm seeing that they do care in their own way. Deep down they care. Deep down they're afraid. They've got lots of things going on inside them, and that's what's making them like that. Now, that doesn't mean it's an excuse for being rude or horrible or whatever they're like. But that's what's inside them. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your future is Temperance. And I'm really glad you have this. I love this card. This can be about healing, rising up from bad things, bad situations, creating better things out of that. Alchemy, which I absolutely love. And so, yeah, this is the evidence here. This is the evidence that you're going to heal, you're going to get out of this emotional bath, where you're kind of almost drowning, bogged down in the heavy water, and you're just going to rise up out of that. And yeah, you'll get to where you want to go, definitely. And this is going to be a peaceful process. You might not even realize that you're going through a process. It's just going to be quite peaceful. And what I'm seeing in this process is, you're kind of as you are now. If you're still going through this, you might be thinking about this person all the time, a bit weighed down. And then a few days later, you'll kind of feel this a little bit less often, until one day you'll kind of wake up and you'll say, I'm only feeling this some of the time, not all the time. And, and then that's just going to keep on improving gradually until you get there. So if you know this whole reading is for you, if you do know that, if this is all resonating, just keep taking care of yourself. Keep on being self-preserving. Guard your heart, and it's going to heal eventually. Every time you feel that hurt feeling again, every time it comes up, just say to yourself, this is part of the process. I'm just going through this process. It's coming up again. Every time I feel this hurt, it's one less time I have to feel it again. It's going to go. When I get this, that means it's going to go away soon. Think all that kind of thing. And you're going to hurt less and less as you go through this process. And there's, I don't mean to talk about other things I have on this channel, but there's a guided meditation about getting over hurt as well on here. And you might want to listen to that. And there are other ones on YouTube as well that might help you. So just keep that in mind if you need it. It might help you get through this a bit quicker. So Taurus, I know this was specific. I don't know if this resonated or not. It might not have, I don't know. But yeah, general readings can't always resonate with everyone, as you know. But again, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to. And thank you so much for watching.